10 reasons why Pawn Stars lost all its viewership. Pawn Stars is a program with the distinction of transforming the History Channel, the channel once based on, well, history, into one that is now entirely run on reality TV. We were all addicted to the idea. A small family running a pawn shop on the Vegas Strip and watching all the crazy stuff they sell is interesting, and it has been a humorous and inspiring show. Even after more than a decade on the show, we have to admit that some of the luster is gone. The show has been losing audiences drastically. Join us as we delve at some of the reasons why the series you once had to watch is now a must-skip. Number 10. Why it succeeded. In order to discover why the series has begun to fall in interest, first we need to consider what made it so successful. Despite not feeling like it on the surface, Pawn Stars' first season was actually a historical series. The plots followed a beautifully defined structure. A salesman would appear at the gold and silver pawn shop with an object of historic value, and Rick and the gang would discover the item's past. It was essentially a history lesson, but with a reality TV television twist on it. Character casts were rounded and dynamic individuals too. Rich was the main character, and he was a walking encyclopedia capable of convincing even the toughest of sellers to agree to a contract. Corey was the crew's youngest with everything to show, while the old guy was hard-looking but likable. And ultimately, Chumley was the comedy relief because, if necessary, he was capable enough to take matters into his own hands. That's what people thought originally about the show's production, and this is when the decline starts. Number 9. Jumping the Shark. The term jumping the shark was invented by disgruntled Happy Days fans to refer to an episode of the series where the character Fonzie actually hopped on water skis over a shark. It's widely used today to refer to whether a series uses inexpensive gimmicks or crazy situations to hold an audience in a dwindling series. The series focuses less on the historical context and more is being planned to pull on the mad trick Chumley. Fully disconnected from reality, the series has changed from a historical reality series to a pure reality TV at TLC level. Number 8. Flanderization. The term Flanderization refers to the character Ned Flanders from The Simpsons, who became gradually one-dimensional as the series went on longer and longer, voicing only one characteristic of what used to be a multi-dimensional character. The series has been even less freeform and more scripted, and each actor has a part that they're expected to perform. Chumley is doing something insane, Old Man is shouting stuff at young people, the squad is struggling for something insignificant. It is all rote and repetitive, and it can get pretty dull after 11 years on television. Number 7. Don't think. Chumley's legal problems, though on the series he's an innocent fool, things get a little more mysterious out there. Police searched his home after being suspected of harassment by a disgruntled employee, only to find a den loaded with narcotics and guns, and later arrested him. Chum Chum reached a plea bargain and escaped incarceration by being placed on triennial probation. As a result, Chumley showed less and less on the series, and the event-induced publicity crisis led others to stop viewing. Number 6. Rick bows out. Rick's face didn't realize what he was getting into when he introduced the series. Thinking that a show would give the pawn shop more exposure, Rick Harrison was unbelieving that the show had taken over the whole company. But as early as 2015, Rick's been told he's getting a bit sick of the shenanigans of reality TV and stating he'd be winding down soon. Although he isn't out yet, the declining nature of the series represents the lack of resources. Number 5. Gold and Silver. Rick Harrison launched the series in 2009. That made to benefit the Gold and Silver pawn shop with a little increase in advertisement. Unfortunately for him, though his shop has earned more exposure, his profit margins have been affected by the show. Thousands of customers coming to the shop as visitors do not want to purchase something, crowding out those actually interested in pawning off or purchasing products. The chaotic production schedules always mean that everyone inside gets corralled out at a moment's notice with no other options for the real customers. Number 4. Controversy. Rick Harrison has made a slew of divisive political comments to make this argument short. On the series, Rick is unrepentant about his less savory political views, and there is another who have chose to avoid watching over the conflict with the one that agrees with him. Number 3. Lawsuit. Former porn actress Olivia Black ended up fired from the program after the cast and crew found her history in videos that were not so family-oriented. In retaliation, Black sued the series for discrimination based on ethnicity. She ended up withdrawing the case and returning to her previous job, so the show was not dealt any serious harm. Yet still, all the off-channel drama and the resulting media circus can get boring for viewers. It feels as though there is another Pawn Stars dispute any single day. Number 2. Experts at just what? The experts who come to the show are supposed to be the impartial judges who will decree a valuable or worthless item. They pull drama along with them, much like any other part of the series. Take suspected identification specialist Drew Max, who was stuck in 2016 with a lawsuit charging that he was committing huge fraud by marketing misidentified memorabilia. In Pawn Stars, Max had allegedly used his starring role to commit fraud. Number 1. Recycled plots. While this article has addressed the factors that lead to its downfall on and off the show stage, nothing a series will do can make the viewers move on to anything than recycle old plots. It's inevitable after 11 years that the creators of a series will be unable to come up with original content, but it seems that Pawn Stars cast is trapped in a time loop where they reenact just subtly different over and over the same situation. We can only wonder at this stage when the show will drop.